Well, hello there, everyone, and how are you guys? I hope doing fabulous. Yes. Well, before we get into this entertaining video, I would just like to remind you guys to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. And what would you like to say with that, Lady Crone?
Baby Crone said it all.
Yes.
Subscribe, like us, and please leave a comment.
Yes. Sunflowers.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Well, I hope everything with you is copacetic. As for Baby Crone and I'm feeling great. She seems like she's feeling great. She's looking great as always. But nevertheless, I've been thinking, I never read on this person, I don't believe, but they have been riding me for the last month. And that is Snoop Doggy Dogg. Snoop Doggy. And get up off the cop for what? We don't let them hoes rolling down the street, smoking. And that's before your time, Baby Crone. Sipping on gin and juice, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Snoop Dogg was like, when it came down to women, he was like vulgar. And don't forget,
definitely by his album covers.
Button up my buttons, baby. Loosen up my buttons, baby. I don't remember the song. And that song about convict music. What is it? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm bringing up some stuff. Well, anyway, he was a real dog.
Yeah, for real. Lived up to the title.
The way he would have women on chain, he was a character. Yes. Snoop, many of you don't know Snoop. And so with him being hooked up with the Diddy, it's not funny. It's just made me forget because they done cleaned Snoop Dogg up. So I done talked about this.
Yeah, they really have cleaned him up.
He is unrecognizable. Yes. Now, he looks squeaky clean, but don't let him fool you. Oh, he was an MFer. And I don't like that word.
You wouldn't believe it. Look at him today.
And this is what I believe. Now, this is just my own commentary. I feel as though they was looking for someone who was married in the Black community to be uncle.
Okay.
That's what I believe. And I know that time, a couple of years back, when he said what he said to Gail, and Oprah called him and checked him, we ain't hear nothing. He ain't have no rebuttal. Because he's up in the upper rooms, okay? Mm-hmm. He done seen some things and know some things. He been to them white parties where he done wore white. He done hung out with the elite of the elite. And most of them, they there, white and black, and they need somebody to represent Black world. So They got Snoop. He's a Black rapper. He's made it. He's got a successful. Remember, they like their men to be just like in white world. They like it when you're married, just like Beyonce. Huh?
Oh, I was giving an example of Will Smith, another.
Yeah, they like that. And even it might be rotten marriages. You see a lot of the elites, they are married, but they stay in these ungodful situations.
They do.
Now, many of them are breaking away from a lot of these things. But let me get back to Snoop, because this is what my reading is about. So it is not shocking for me to see that Snoop is in this. And as I was saying, I think that Snoop and Martha is a pair. I think they wanted to humiliate Martha because Martha was the first woman I don't know in the world, but I know the first woman in the United States to become a billionaire. According, if I hope I'm right.
I didn't remember hearing that.
Right. Now, and Martha was a beast. And Martha was like a man in a man in a woman body when it came down to her business, like Wendy. These are beasts. You have to be a beast to move and get what you want. And Martha did. And I think jealousy ensued, and Martha got tangled. In some way, they wanted to strip her and put her in her place. I really believe that. And I think to put Snoop, to make him on and make him squeaky clean, put him with Martha, pick her up and show her she's not old. She's in a place. She down there. She even fraternized with the gay. I mean, with the, what is it? With the thug boys or the dogs, the Snoop dogs, right? The gangsters in their own right, but let's just stick with the Snoop dogs, the rappers, the thug life.
Okay.
And as you see, they done raised Snoop Dogg up. He's like, oh, and it's like you look at the same thing when you look at Jay-Z.
Yes.
You forget these people come from a thug life. Mm-hmm. They did thuggish things.
Yes.
Snoop been arrested. He was in jail. And it's like, y'all, you don't know him like that. Mm-hmm. You didn't know how he treated women. You don't know what he's gone through. You heard his daughter had problems with him. God knows what about his wife, but they made it through. And because of this, it's like they make Snoop Dogg out to be this God wonder. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it ain't accurate. Because when you see Snoop Dogg, you just see perfection. When I see Snoop Dogg, I go, Snoop Doggy Dogg. Bless you. That's what I see. I see, won't get up off that cop for what? We don't love them hoes. That's what I see. I see Snoop with a joint.
Yes. That image hasn't changed.
I just see him he's just the elite now. But he come with a pass. And it doesn't shock me that him and Diddy were close. Mm-hmm. They were all in it at one point. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, what do I want to know? Is Diddy caught up in this mess? Not Diddy.
Snoop Dogg.
Is Snoop Dogg caught up? The same thing with Jay-Z. I believe somebody... My hope is that when they do, I hope they have a male and a female. I hope that it's both. I hope they don't just make it all a male thing.
Yes.
I hope they put fear in the hearts of women as well as they put fear in the heart of men.
Yes.
I really do.
To be fair.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You agree?
Yeah, I definitely agree. It would only be fair so that way it doesn't seem lopsided, favoritism, double standards, however you want to see it. Or maybe just the elites playing with us and really they're the ones that's taking it in. It doesn't really matter if we pick or choose these people because the elites are going to pick and choose who they want to. Mm-hmm. So
thank you, baby.
Yes, you're welcome. So that's basically how I feel. We just, the entire system just needs to go rechange, be rebuilt. Stop putting these celebrities on pedestals. Mm-hmm.
And we need to stop it. We need to stop.
Trying to make them feel like family.
Yeah. So we're looking at all these people that was at these white parties.
That lipstick smells good.
You like the way it smells? Mm-hmm. So we have all these people at these parties. And what they did and what they didn't do, that they helped sponsor it, that they bring people. The point of it is they knew about it and they knew what was going on because they knew. Mm-hmm. It was like a talk.
Yeah.
Like a secret talk. Mm-hmm. And anybody go in, silence. They probably show you something or share something or share a mission or share a goal. And right there, if you don't like what's said, you get to leave. But I think you there because they let you know you here. We got each other.
Yeah.
We got you. Mm-hmm. We're in it. Once you in, you pay your dues, you in. Don't get kicked out because I believe there is no getting out. Once in, and you're sworn to secrecy. There are things you can say and things you can never say, or else your life depends on it. Yep. And that's what I believe. But then again, you've seen too much, you know too much. And no, not everybody went to these parties was a part of it, but I truly believe Snoop was. Right now, I see the two. It just seems like a lot of sports has been coming up and everybody's reading. And reason why, because that lets you know Snoop is on edge too.
Okay.
He's blindsided by it. He's chill, but he's hoping they don't come his way.
Okay.
He hoping that he's done a lot of good, that they'll protect them. Also, I see cups, and I see the 9 of cups, and that seems to me somebody who got it all together, who got everything together. They feel like they got everything right there, but honestly, it's a wall of emotion. They got it all. No matter what, cups are emotions. No matter how it look, no matter how perfect those cups are, you see that ain't nothing but blue. And that blue represent water. So that doesn't tell me, because I know one thing, cups can't stand on water. So it's all an illusion. And so he sits up there with his crowns and his everything, but he know that they're watching and digging. He know what he's done. They all do. Men and women alike. And right now, I see he's balancing on 2 feet, hoping and wishing and praying and hoping and wishing they don't come for me.
And that's 2 twos.
And 2 twos.
So in that way, it's kind of, unless any more twos come out, in that sense, he almost has 3 twos, because there's 2 twos, and that's one pair of twos. So that makes up the third 2. So therefore, it's kind of like this whole.
And what do you get out of this?
That he is in. First off, if you could hold up the balance card. Yes. Here we see Snoop Dogg balancing between basically the 2 personas of himself, you know, the one that he's curated for the public, and the one that he has tied to this secret society or whatever he's nervous to. And then on top of that, this 2 with the little crescent moon at the very top symbolizes that some emotions are being obscured, which definitely that 9 of cups symbolizes too. I really liked what you said, that he's hiding some emotions right here.
Trying to be chill.
Like this.
But when you look at all 3 of these cards, not now one of these cards are favorable. You're not favorable when you're guarded, you're uneasy, you don't know, you can't see, you don't know what's going to happen. Everything is floating. You got to make a decision. You're hopping back and forth. He's nervous. He's not, and he have every right to be.
He does.
Here, I get the feeling here is like I was young. I was young. I got caught up. I was young. I think that's where he's going with this. I was young. I got caught up. I was young. I didn't know no better. I was young. I was wild. I was wilding out. I was young. I didn't know. I was just a young boy. He was. And I was caught up in it, in that life. Here I see, and I'm getting here is that, and I left that life behind.
Okay.
I left that life behind. Like I was caught up in it. I was caught up in that life. I was young. I was caught up in that life back then. And now I'm twixt in between, and I got to give an account for something that I left behind. And I'm living my life like a better person. My life is turned around. And I'm getting the fact that if I'm getting the fact, like I don't do children. I love kids. I love boys.
Yeah,
that's what I'm getting.
Him or show him off to be.
That's honestly what I'm getting. It's like, look, there is justice for me, because I would never do anything to hurt no boys or hurt a little girl. It's like I feel like he's saying, as justice will prevail. I ain't saying that's with the girl, but he's saying I don't recall messing with, if they were underage, what I'm hearing is if they were underage, they lie.
Right.
I was young.
They do that.
They do. They were lying. But he's saying, but when it comes down to the little boys, I'm feeling him saying, I ain't do that. That's not me. I don't mess with that. I don't mess with children. That's what I'm getting.
Leave it.
Honestly, if I have to say what I'm hearing, but he like young girls, like girls like 18, 17, 18, 19. He like young girls.
Got you.
I wanted to make that clear. He like young girls, like they all do at that age, but he's making it known age appropriate.
Right.
Is there a question?
Has Snoop Dogg ever attended the Diddy after parties?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Is that the 2?
Yeah, that's another 2.
There you have it. There you have it.
Sounds like there was some competition because I definitely remember 3-2 symbolizes competition. Cliques, groups. So
yeah, there were girls.
Was a part.
And what is his outcome? Just waiting. It's nothing really bad here other than the fact that he is more
on the emotional side?
More emotional. It seems more emotional and conflict. Like trying to remember, but I get the strong feeling that he said, I don't mess with no boys. Now, whether he did or he didn't, that is something that I'm seeing him here saying. Now, that's something I wasn't about that. Like I don't know about that. And I'm getting the sense that just because you're at that party, that doesn't mean that you did or know everything what was going on. So, Snoop, did you know what was going on at that party?
Exactly.
He ain't talking. Here's a 2, and is this a 4?
Nope, that's a 3.
A 3. He ain't talking.
He was definitely within close proximity.
He was in close, because you see all of that. So we see, what's that?
A 2.
A page.
3.
And a 2. And a 2. A 9. And they see a cup. And a pentacle. And you see sword, cup. So what I see is he's concerned about his business. He's concerned about his career. He's concerned about his money. He's concerned about that. He's feeling very uneasy. He's also mentally concerned. How's this going to affect his family?
Okay.
He's concerned. He's been fighting, and I don't know. I'm getting the feeling that he's worried how's this going to affect his family, his wife. But I think that he's like just saying it's just those things happen at a time when he was young. That's all I get. That's all I'm getting. Last card. It's about finances. It's about I ain't trying to lose. I ain't trying to lose what I worked so hard for. I ain't trying to go to jail for this. Whatever I gotta do.
Yeah.
And we
sounds like his. Oh, what was you gonna say?
It looks like he will talk. Like I would, if it had to come down taking a bribe.
Okay.
He showed us that he could be bought.
That's true. He has shown us that.
He's shown us that. No offense. I'm just saying what I'm picking up. And what I'm seeing on this is that I ain't going down without a fight. I ain't going to prison. I ain't going to that life. And whatever they have, I was young. Now, how young, I don't know, but he was young. And that's what he said. I was young. And they going back. And I want to know, did you know that Diddy was recording you? Did you know that? This is a number 9.
Usually that 9 is somebody that's in control of the situation.
But also, it just seems too that even though you have an abundance, but you're just removed from everything. Like it just seems like even here you're facing and not dealing with your troubles. Here you're facing, but you're preoccupied with a birdie.
Yes.
With a girl or something of beautifulness, of loveliness, that you're not looking at your surroundings. For whatever reason, in my mind, you feel safe. That's what I'm getting. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Yeah, I could see that definitely.
You preoccupied with all the other stuff.
So he wouldn't have known he was being recorded.
Yeah, like I wouldn't, if I was being recorded, I wouldn't even know. And I don't even know if I was Diddy, I would tell any of you I was recording you.
Exactly. Most of them
what good is
say they don't know that.
Yeah, what if I was him, I didn't even know. Or could his juice been spiked?
Exactly.
He was young. That's what I'm getting from him. It's like he's already ready to fight. Because it's like he's saying, my kingdom ain't coming down. Don't tie me into that. That was a season. Mm-hmm. We were friends.
I built this squeaky image. You not gonna ruin.
You ain't ruining my image. No, it is not. No, I'm a changed man. Mm-hmm. I'm getting him saying, I was a cheater, pumpkin eater. My wife and I worked it out. We talked. We've been through things. I'm just getting this thing about I will fight and I'm winning. Okay. I will fight and I'm going to win because I'm not going down for this. I don't want no parts of it. Okay. But I know my past precede me. He's like, I know my past is there. I can't deny. Mm-hmm. And what are you misogynistic to women? What is that when you...
Yeah, misogynistic.
That's how he was. That's how he treated women. Mm-hmm. At least on camera. I don't know him. I can't say. I can only show what he's shown me.
Yes.
And he understands that. Mm-hmm. But that was a different time and a different era. And it's like he's saying there are things I would never do. So, Okay. And as far as him thinking that he was recorded, it's like he seemed like he was oblivious to it. Mm-hmm. Like he didn't know. But he was preoccupied to what was going on with them women. Yeah. And he's and in this, it's like he's not even denying that. Because everything in the pictures, when you see that fire, he's looking at it.
Yeah, looking at something.
He's looking at something. But all at the same time, he's want to protect his kingdom. He's not going to let his kingdom go down like that without a fight. You like that? Anything else you like to add? Because let's just go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, I don't think I have any questions for Snoop Dogg.
What do you think about Snoop Dogg so far?
Like I said, he's protecting that squeaky clean image. Listen, if
but he know he got a pass. He know. Mm-hmm. He know.
But he's just like, hey, like you said, I am a changed man.
That's what he said.
My past is preceding me, but don't let that fool you about who I am today.
I work with Martha Stewart, and they put them together because of her, where she come from prison and him, and he got off. He's like, that ain't his life.
Yeah, she's reformed too.
She's reformed. And so putting them opposite together, they just made magic. And this brought Snoop up to the status where he's running for the Olympics, running the torch. And it brought Martha up to make her relatable. And now you know your place. You know better than anybody. Even though I don't think that's the way she felt at all. But I think that they broke her. In a sense. In other words, they cut her down. So how can she not feel any way but humiliated?
Right.
And they did that. Who did it? Those powerful white men. Mm-hmm. They didn't want to take her out. They didn't want to take her out. They just wanted to bring her down to size. Martha was powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And they couldn't control her. So, and she was growing, and they got jealous, and their wives probably got jealous. And so they had to do some, you know how money is.
Mm-hmm.
No, you think you're a man. We're gonna put you in your place. And I think that's what happened and the way that I see it. And so to pick her back up, put you with old Snoop, you know, put you with this old rapper, and together they emerged and they just made magic.
Yeah.
And Martha is back, never being where she was, but she's back to being Martha and funny and relatable. We seen her dressed up sexy. Did she have on a bathing suit?
Yeah, I think she was in the pool.
Yeah. So Martha, 80 years old, what?
Yes.
I think Martha's what, 82, 80? I don't know, 79?
She looks good for her age.
She looks absolutely fabulous. You know, she
83.
83, my mom's age. So there you have it. Martha, what a way to go. But all at the same time, how old is Snoop? 55?
$53.
Wow. Ooh, he look old. Okay.
30 years apart they are.
Wow. Well, here we go. So I see go. I see think.
Go think.
I see enemy. So let me get these three. So you say go think, huh?
Go think.
What I see is here is where he's sitting and being complacent. It says keep moving. Keep staying busy. Keep focused. Keep yourself calm. You know, sometimes when you're going through stuff, you don't want to sit and let it settle. You want to keep moving.
Yeah.
Keep your mind working. Here, where you are in balance, stop overthinking. Relax. Don't do too much. Think you're thinking too much. Here, it's like keep moving. Keep yourself busy. Don't allow it to sit down on you. Here, it's like you're doing the most. You're thinking, you're overthinking. Relax, chill. He's in that mind of trying to deal with that energy, all that energy. Here, where it's like all these emotions and signals, and feeling, it's like these feelings are your enemy right now. Don't allow your feelings to make you look guilty, or he's trying to maneuver. He's trying to get himself in order, ready and prepared for whatever may come down the pipe. Here, when that 5 is, it's like where I see the 5, where it's like that's my past and I'm leaving that behind me. Right there, the death card came that says that's my past. That part of me is dead. It'll always be alive in history and the annals of time. But as far, I'm not that dude anymore. I grew up. I'm a man. I'm you know what I'm saying? You know what he's saying? Yeah. It's like that side, but it just don't die. It just seemed like for all of them, their past is coming up to bite them, and they don't know what to do about it. Oprah, all of them. Yeah. They don't know what to do. What do you do when something has happened 5, 10 years ago and you're so removed and it comes up to haunt you? Here, I see a door. I think things are going to open up for Snoop in this. Okay. I really do. And I see an owl. I think he's getting wise counseling. Definitely. There it is, busy. Okay. Stay busy. Keep on the move. Just don't let it get you. Just stay busy. Here, I can't see what it says. Gray skies. Yes, it's gray skies are coming for him. He knows that he's going to be implicated in this. He knows, and he's preparing for it. Be careful of lies and deception. Ooh. Be careful of lies and deception.
Okay.
That's what they counting on. He's just trying to figure out being honest and true and just being careful. And the last card, we see a cat. We see feminine energy. And that feminine energy could be his wife, it could be his mom, it could be his daughter, but I definitely see feminine energy. And it could be feminine energy of feminine women. They could be going up against him. We don't know anything yet. We'll have to wait. So if I had to give an opinion of this read, what would I say? I think right now, Snoop Dogg is in a darkened place.
Okay.
Just not knowing, like everybody.
Uh-huh.
Don't know whether to run or sit still, but just waiting and understanding. For him, I was young. They all were young, but it's like I was young. You know, you caught up in stuff. You don't really know. He's saying I was gullible. I was young. I don't know. It's like, I'm like, I could have been drugged. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he is saying that it is not me to mess with little boys. That is something he's saying. I'm hearing them saying, I got sons. I'm a lot of things, but I don't mess with little boys. And I'm hearing them say, I don't mess with little girls. But it's a but there because of an age and women and these young girls looking older than what they look.
Yeah,
he's not saying that. He's not saying that, but I hear that. Yep. If you understand, what am I saying, baby Crone?
That
I'm trying to, because I don't want to incriminate him.
Yes, if a girl just happened to be underage, dressing way older than she should be, and then lying on top of that about her age, well then.
No, we don't want to, because I ain't claiming nothing, because I ain't trying to be sued.
No, hey, we was just saying about how it could happen and how if it ever came to that situation, that would be the only reason how that could happen. Yeah,
he didn't know. He said, I wouldn't know. And that's the thing that I think have him a little bit nervous. I feel when it come down to young girls, and I'm being honest, I have to be honest.
It's a true thing.
Here it is. I rest my case. What did it say, baby Crone?
Oh, fearful.
That's his fear. Did I just say
Yes, I was waiting for that card because that's exactly what I was thinking.
He said, I am fearful of that. And you know justice came out for him. That is what he feared the most. It's like right there. And that's where I feel trepidation. That's where I feel that. And everything I say is allegedly. I'm just reading cards. But let me just make sure. What about boys? Were you turned on by little boys?
Hey, that's good.
What did he say?
Yep, definitely not boys.
He said not little boys. Card came out female. No, it didn't. Woman. It didn't say female. It said woman because a boy can be feminine energy. But he said, I mess with these women. Card spoke. He messed with women. That is what I'm going to believe. Not no little boy. He ain't said that no. That ain't what he feeling. But there is women that he's interested in. And he said he was young. And I don't want to say nothing else more than that. Just read between the lines. Is there any question you would have to ask? But I definitely feel as though when he feel like he good about that, like I ain't into that. Like, do he know? Did you know that was going on?
Okay.
Did you know? Earth, and that's Taurus. So when Earth show up, yes. Because it's Earth. That means you see it. It's there. It's tangible. It's a reality, right? Yeah. So yeah, he knew what was going on. And he seen some things.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And he laughed over some things and talked about some things. And I'm getting the feeling he's saying, but back in those days, it wasn't nothing. It was something, but it was like you know how you're not used to it, but it's somebody else's jig, and you just you're not in it, but that's what they do. That's how I get. And I feel as though many of them was like that back in those days, back in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Okay.
I think so. I do. Anymore, but he's hoping justice will prevail. But he is fearful. He is fearful, most definitely. And he knows he has to calm down because he knows he's implicated. He knows this because he know what he know, and he's seen some things, and he's in the upper room, and he know. And he's got his career to take care of, and he knows that's important to him. His wife, they're doing pretty decent. It's like he ain't trying to mess up nothing right now. It's like I worked all my life to come full circle, and it's like, and now I got to deal with this. It's like the ghost of Christmas past is coming to all of them. It's like payday. And it's like, I ain't going to jail for this. And any other questions, anything you'd like to ask? How did you like this read?
Yeah, it was definitely good. I really wasn't sure what we was going to get out of Snoop Dogg's reading, but
I wasn't either.
Yeah, it definitely came out. Well, we definitely came out with one thing for sure. He definitely didn't mess around with young boys.
He was like, "That's not that."
I'm the hearing one thing he made clear out of this.
That's not what I do. Not saying I know somebody else did it, but I don't know.
Not my judge.
Just not my judge. You know, and he's always letting me know. I always been a laid back kind of dude. You know. And, you know, I ain't looking for no trouble. Don't trouble come for me. He said, I'm getting a feeling like I always been kind of laid back. And that's what people like about him.
Yeah.
You know, he stay away from that, you know. So, and he's hoping that justice will prevail for him. Do I think justice would prevail for Snoop Dogg? Yeah, I think so. There's always a chance.
Right, who knows? Maybe it could be because he knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
Or maybe he talked.
That too.
Or maybe they found favor. Right?
Yeah.
We don't know. Well, I hope you enjoyed that reading of Snoop Dogg and the Diddy. He know a lot. He's seen a lot. He's been around a lot. But he said he's been young. He said, I was young and now I'm old. And those things I did, it was like a young child. But he is fearful and he is worried. And he is concerned about going to jail for some foolishness that happened years ago. And he has a lot of trepidation. Many of them do. And he would be a fool if he didn't. So, and he know he's implicated. It's nervous. It's like, I don't know whether I should run or go, but he know running ain't good because he know he don't want to look guilty because he know there are some things he just did not do.
That's true. That's true.
Whether it was at a party or just at one of their get-togethers. They've been into some stuff together, and it is, my cards are saying Snoop is in the upper room, in the upper echelons. He up there, and he know a lot.
Yes, he does.
And he's been a part of things. But he's saying, as far as them little boy ain't got nothing to do with that. I hear him saying, I got sons myself. You know, what that mean? I don't know. On my cards line, they just picking up an imprint on what I'm picking up in the universe.
Yeah.
And that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed this reading. We will read on him again and see how this pan out. But right now, he feels as though that the law will be in and find favor with him. So we'll see, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Just remember, you heard it here from the cards, right?
Yes.
Sunflower. Oh, thumb us up if you like this or anything you want to add or share or comment, please. Thumb us up, please. It really means a lot. And if you haven't subscribed and you like this sort of thing, well, subscribe. We love to have you a part of our family. We really would. And with that being said, you know we say it.
Sunflowers!